enjoy dinner. How was dinner? Is it being good? All right. We are about to start toast. We have some very special people that would like to say a few words.
All right. So, hey guys, my name is Sita. I am the oldest Nath sister. And as many of us know in here, it's no small feat to date a Nath girl, but it's definitely a huge leap to choose to marry one. So that's when Tara first introduced me to Raynell, I felt an immediate need to review his non-existent application with a fine-tooth comb. However, on our first double date, I saw that Tara truly met the yin to her yang. I felt that Tara's bubbly personality and Raynell's dry sense of humor were a perfect match. Tara's admiration and love for Raynell, self-professed as being her favorite celebrity, like you guys heard in today's vows, was very, very cute. And I trust that giving him the Nath girl stamp of approval was very appropriate and well-deserved. Therefore, I propose a toast to Tara and Raynell, aka Rainy Bear. The best is yet to come. Cheers.
Give her a round of applause.
Cheers, Heb.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Radha, Tara's older sister, but not oldest, because Steve is the oldest.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, but Tara, since growing up, we always needed you to be the jokester of the family. You were always super bubbly. You never failed to make people around you really laugh and really happy, whether it's just your jovial energy or which I'm sure many of you all have heard us scream. So when I heard that you met Raynell, I was like, who's that guy? Because I've never heard Tara talk about literally anyone. But I was like, I have to meet this guy. And I remember going to Orlando when we went to Sweet Tomatoes, and from the moment I saw you two together, it was blatantly honest why they were together. Not only was she still her bubbly energy, but she was literally glowing. And I was like, wow, I'm so happy she found a guy that actually not only takes her bubbly energy, but makes it even better. So Tara and Raynell, I'm so happy you all found each other. Together, you're literally the funniest couple I know. That take that you did during the wedding and looked at the camera, I was like, this is straight out of The Office, which I was super happy about. But congrats on the marriage, and I wish you all the best. Raynell, welcome to the family, and Tara, I'm so happy for you. Cheers.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mala. I'm the youngest Nath sister. Hi. So how do I sum up the moments of friendship, sisterhood, and good old-fashioned sibling rivalry Tara and I have had over the years? As an older sister, she's a role model. As a friend, she's a comedian. And as a fellow Aries, she's my favorite contender. Summer days were spent playing endless ping pong until exhaustion. Winter nights were passed sipping hot chocolate and giggling until our faces hurt. So many moments to cherish, and I know there will be many more to come as her and Raynell enter into this union together. To Raynell, I want to say thank you for the love you have grown and shared with her. You are her Disney prince, her UCF knight in shining armor, and most importantly, her Rainy Bear. Ready to join Josh and the growing family of Nath brothers. I forgive you for stealing her away to Texas, and although I will never be calling you Rainy Bear again, I'm happy to officially call you my Rainy brother. So let's raise a glass to the glowing couple to celebrate their love tonight and for all days. Congratulations.
Good evening. Good evening, guests, family, and friends of Tara and Raynell. My name is Amanda. I am one of Tara's best friends, and it is my honor and privilege to be her maid of honor. Tara and I met during our pre-medical years in college through mutual friends. I remember seeing her at the UCF library in her black leather jacket, and like me and most others in the library, stressing over our challenging coursework. It wasn't until I joined the pre-medical organization called MAPS that we got to know each other better outside of the library. She was in leadership in the organization, and I remember being so impressed by her. Not only was she very organized and prepared, but she had this warm and welcoming energy that she still has to this day. She was notable. She was also a fun person to be around, and I always felt uplifted in her presence, and I still do. Most notable was her giving nature. We got to know each other by volunteering in many places throughout Orlando and having such a blast doing it. I never would have guessed that at that time it would be the beginning of a lifelong friendship. We navigated through most of college years together, including long study hours on campus, the occasional outings with friends, and after graduating, lots of coffee shop hangouts. It felt so special to witness the moment she got accepted into dental school. She probably doesn't even realize this, but she is and always has been a role model and inspiration for me. She has accomplished so much, and this is just the beginning. But most importantly, she's incredibly compassionate, giving, empathetic, and nurturing. I can say this about her sisters as well. Interestingly, I met Raynell several years before meeting Tara. Raynell and I actually sat next to each other in high school psychology class. And though neither of us were social butterflies, he was someone who was really easy to talk to. I never knew how smart he was back then because he never bragged about his grades or his intelligence, but I knew that he had such a bright future ahead of him. Not only that, but he was so well-mannered. I'm not sure if he remembers this, but I once brought my little brother, who had just sprained his ankle, to the urgent care clinic where Raynell was volunteering at the time. I didn't expect to see him there, and it was such a brief encounter, but to this day I remember him being so polite and comforting, holding the door open for us. It's those small details that say so much about a person. So we lost touch for a few years, but I was pleasantly surprised to cross paths with him in the same place Tara and I had become friends, through the same UCF club called MAPS. It turns out that they had already gotten to know each other through the club. We'd eventually all get the opportunity to work together, and eventually this is where Tara and Raynell's journey began. It was truly special, unique. Nothing like a typical college relationship. It was innocent, young love, and it was exciting to see it beginning to blossom before my eyes. As most of us know, Tara and Raynell were heading in very different directions after college. They would end up hundreds of miles apart, each of them completely consumed by their rigorous schooling. But they decided to confront the challenge of distance and time. And though they were far geographically, they grew closer and closer together in their relationship. They became committed to one another, and they were there for each other through all the trials and tribulations of their respective experiences. Years later, here we are, witnessing the true and unwavering, unconditional love between them. Their love is more powerful than any of the obstacles and challenges that stood in their path. I couldn't think of a more fitting pair than these two. I know that Tara is in good hands with someone who respects her, understands her, and knows her worth. Someone who she considers a best friend and life partner. And I know that Raynell is also in good hands with someone who appreciates and loves him for who he is, prioritizes their relationship, and is always there for him when he needs it most. I genuinely cannot offer you two any new words of advice. I can only encourage you to continue to do what you already do, to make time for each other, to continue to seek out new adventures together, and to keep making each other laugh. Neither of you needs the other, but together you bring out the best in each other. So I'd like to propose a toast to Tara and Raynell, to true and unwavering love, the kind of love story that we all wish for. I wish you both a lifetime of bliss, companionship, and beautiful memories together. Cheers.
Thank you, Amanda. Very beautiful. brother has always been my best friend, not anymore. We would play a lot of games together as kids, and we would invent games. My favorite was indoor baseball. We would use a coat hanger as a bat and roll aluminum foil into a ball, and my brother got the highest score ever. We also played video games together, but as I grew up, I realized the controller was never connected. And we would also play with action figures and do a lot of play fighting, and that was just last week. Whenever we would play fight, it always turned into real fighting, and I would always lose. But I was smart though, because I learned to take his toys hostage. And I would threaten to break them if he hurt me. But I also learned quickly that this guy does not negotiate with little brothers. So I definitely got some punches. Not only was he my best friend, but he was also my role model. His whole life he was very studious, and he's honestly the smartest person I know besides myself. My brother is also very funny. For those of you that know him, you know he's very quiet and straightforward, but every now and then his bursts of comedy gold. And but above all that, he was the best brother I could ever ask for. He was always patient with me and taught me so much growing up. And he had such a huge impact on who I turned out to be, so blame him. And I know those of you who know him, and I know you guys feel very honored to know him, and it's a privilege for you guys. So what an honor it is for me to grow up with him and honestly live with this guy and just know who he really is. And more, it makes me very happy that he found somebody wonderful like Tara, who's very smart, very kind, and a very sweet person. And I think you guys are perfect for each other, and I wish you guys nothing but the best. And cheers to what I like to make a shout out. I think those videos are very good.
Sure, of course.
Cheers to those egg rolls and to Tara and my brother. Cheers.
Hey everyone, I'm Antonio. I wrote a couple words here, but my phone ran out of batteries. I'm just kidding. So, Raynell's been one of my best friends since high school. I've seen every version of this guy. I've seen him when he was angry, when he died in a video game. I've seen him when he was focused, when he was studying for his med school boards. I've seen him when he was sad, when he was watching The Notebook and tears were streaming down his face. But looking back on our friendship, the moment that really stands out was the first time I got lunch with him and Tara. That day, I saw him when he was truly happy. He was the guy who found his soul. Tara, Raynell, you have a lifetime of happiness ahead of yourselves. I'm so excited for you both and all the memories you'll make together. Congratulations. Cheers.
Hey everyone, I'm Omar. I met Raynell in middle school, and he was one of my first friends after moving to a new state. My earliest memory of us is sitting in 7th grade trying to shoot spitballs that stick to the wall. And our friendship has been non-stop joking since then. I could probably count the amount of serious conversations in one hand. But behind all the jokes, I've always really looked up to Raynell. His determination and intelligence always motivated me to be the best version of myself. To you, Raynell, you are truly one of the best friends I could have ever had. And you are one of the most genuinely kind, funny, and smart people I've ever met. I'm so glad that you've met someone that makes you happy, like Tara does, and I wish both of you a great and successful marriage. Cheers. Cheers.
Hey everyone. I'm Corey, and up until Ali started talking, I thought I was the best man, so this is going to sound a lot worse than it would have. So just to start off, I met Bridal, I believe when we were in high school. I was kind of friends with these guys, and I just remember being struck by, wow, that guy's really funny, but also really smart. It's kind of aggravating because, you don't really get many of those. And as I started, becoming friends with him, I realized, wow, he's also really athletic. It's just, the whole package there. But I never really hung out with him one-on-one until I transferred to UCF sometime in the early 2010s, excuse me. And I just remember, I had no friends. So what I did was, I may or may not have pretended to be a pre-med student, to be hanging out with the MAPS kids, which was basically right now. And the one thing I could remember was, wow. He didn't have to say anything, but every time he was around Tara, I could see something there. And it was awesome to see. He was brighter, he was happy, and just to see them blossom for so long, some people have done long distance, and sometimes it makes you go a little bit farther, but it was beautiful to see them get together, and then eventually this. But all in all, to the bride and groom, you guys, this is beautiful.